Decided to restore this meadow because it's close proximity to North Meadow. It's actually adjacent to it, and it had the potential to be restored to MG4 grassland, which is what North Meadow is as well. We went about this by initially taking soil samples and looking at the hydrology, the pH, and then whether the seed was available. Then we looked at the land, which had been sprayed for many years by the tenant farmer and was basically a monoculture. So went about cutting it short and then glyphosating the whole area and then harrowing. It was not too difficult, just deciding on doing that and getting the right funding was the key to the go-ahead, and obviously getting the landowner's permission to do that. The biggest challenge was actually getting the seed, preparing it and getting the correct method and spread onto this area. So one of the main indicator species of MG4 grassland, and particularly good to have in a restoration site, is the Sanguisorbia here, Sanguisorbia officinalis. Looking quite good, not much of it, but it is expanding. What I enjoy most about it now is the profusion of the similar species that are doing really well to North Meadow, and also that it has got a reasonably well established population of snake's head fritillary, Fritillaria miniagris. If you look here, this is the seed pod, the developing seed pod of Fritillaria miniagris. These were hand harvested in April from North Meadow with several volunteers. Then I cleaned it and stored it in a cool temperature with plenty of air circulating around it. After we had sown the main seed in here, I hand sowed by sectioning it off into areas and weighing out the grams of fritillaria seed and hand sowed this. So it's a real success. This year there were about 200 fritillaria flowers that we could see, and the first flower came up 5 years after sowing. So absolutely fantastic to see more and more spreading out from that one first initial seed. It's a success story. It's been 10 years since the initial surveys. The second year after the seed wasn't brilliant, and then the year we put some more seed on here, and from then it has been a real success. The message I'd give to other people is do your research really well, get all the ground study details in place, do your pH studies, and don't expect this to be an overnight success. We really need to look at these areas. There's just not very many of them anymore, and they are absolutely vital, not only for the wildlife that they bring, the interest to people, but the carbon storage that they provide also. And give them the funding, give the people the funding to restore these areas. They're really important.